Okay, our pasture has a lot of clover in it, and it's purposely allowed to stay in here because, as you can see here, this time of year the nectar flow on this clover is pretty substantial. And if you look just down at these flowers, you'll see that we've got bees on them. We've got red clover, grasses, white clover, lots of bees on all of these clover flowers. Very important when talking about the honey product that it's told that it's clover honey. A lot of people like that. There we go. And it's just a perpetual flowering in its multiple stages. So very good diversity. And here's the hives. Boy, hive number 2 is just rocking and rolling. Makes me wonder if they're about to swarm. I'm seeing drones out front. Take a look at all these drones in the entranceway. Very rarely do you see so many male bees. Between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. is the traditional mating time of the day on really sunny, warm, clear days like today. So these drones kind of sense that, and they'll go to drone or male congregating areas to hang out, waiting for a female queen bee to fly by and get the chance to mate with. She'll typically mate with anywhere between 6 to 12 or 20 male bees. Very rarely is it that many, 20, but kind of 6 to 12, somewhere in there. This, believe it or not, is an 8-frame Langstroth hive. We've already got it 3 deep. I have it 3 because I had back surgery and I wanted to give them plenty of room so they didn't swarm. But I tell you what, they just are so vivacious. They just grow, they're prolific. They're just fantastic queen, laying the dickens out of the thing. It makes me wonder if inserting this middle Langstroth box separated and they didn't build comb out fast enough, and they felt isolated to this box right here, built a queen, and in 13 days she hatched, and it makes me wonder if they're preparing to swarm. This upcoming Friday I have my little brother coming to help me because I can't lift, bend, or twist or anything for quite a while since this back surgery, so I just get to wander around and see all the work that has to be done but not be able to do any of it. So, which, if you know me, that drives me nuts. Lots of drones. And I guess, I'm sorry, if you don't know what a drone is, look at the bigger bee that has a blunt end, a blunt abdomen. And that's because they have no stingers. In replacement of the stingers, they have the endophallus, which is the male reproductive part. And they're the bigger bees. Blunt looking, bigger eyes. And there's just so many of them, and they're flying away. I'm gonna look up in the sky and see if I see a queen being chased around. No, I don't see any bees going at a fast rate in any sort of a cluster up in the sky. Typically on days like today, you would see them hovered above a dark colored roof, such as our neighbors there, or maybe something there the sun radiates off the hot tin on top of that. And what they like is 10, 11 o'clock or so, when the heat is radiating more off of the rooftop and pushing warm air up. They utilize that to help bolster up or to shoot them up into the sky. And it's an evolutionary response. The female virgin queens want to only be mated by the biggest, fastest, strongest males. And so she goes as high as she can or as fast as she can, and the males have to try to keep up. The virgin queen that is being mated today is probably hive number 4. You see right there, 4. They rejected the first 3 when I did that split off of hive number 1 over to hive number 4. I took over 3 queen cells, and they tore down all 3 of them. I don't know why they did, but they did. And because there was 1-2-day-old eggs that were transferred over, they instead built out queen cells off of those 1-2-day-old eggs. And which I mean, it's up to them, right? I'm not going to control bees. They do what they want. So she's hatched probably a week ago or so, and now she is on this clear day probably out mating, and that's why I saw tons of drones in front of hive number 2 and 1 and 5. So the drones are out and doing their business. Thanks guys for watching. Take care. I'm a little sheepies. Hey guys, or ladies, all of them are ladies. This one right here just does not shed out well enough. Too hot, huh, sister? If my back wasn't broken, I'd take that off of you. These two didn't grow out very well, but I like them. There's my birds. Take care, guys. See ya.